Hello, I'm Alton Cook. I am from Kentwood, Louisiana. I just moved to Georgia about 3 years ago. One fun fact about me is I'm a father and I'm looking to have fun in the Atlanta area now. I'm an educator by trade. What motivates me to continue on, even on days I don't uh, really necessarily feel like it. I teach autism and I work for quite a few families that, I mean, I look at the children and they are the motivation, how fun they are and how engaging they are. So it's always rewarding to see them smile and not be down, ill, or otherwise maybe picked on, which doesn't happen a lot in our area, which is a great thing. But they keep me motivated, and my two children and my wife. So got to make sure we stay focused on family. Make sure that the kids are engaged in activities and lessons, and that the families that I'm working for are rewarded. So my career path was started back in college, where I knew I wanted to work first with students and children, mainly in the sporting arena. My background in college was videography and photography, and I worked with the athletic team, football team at Southeastern Louisiana, and that kind of segued me into being more keen on education as a whole. My first job that I received in Tangipahoa Parish was special education. Many people, when they get that title of special education, they just want a foot in the door. But I actually saw it as a pathway to really be engaged more with the students that I was serving and more with the parents, because I was not required to take on 6 different classes of students or walk into a room with 35 students at a time. I can take 12 or less students and be more engaged and be more driven and be more in tune with them and their parents. So that's where we were at in Louisiana. So then I did pivot. I did pivot. I met my wife now, but I met her. We moved to Mississippi for 4 or 5 years. That's where I got more engaged with working with students with troubled background. Uh, some of them were titled autism at the time as well. Others were, I forgot, others were PTSD. I'm sorry, PTSD. And just overall, my goal at the beginning of education was to become an administrator, but I have put that on hold. I have put that on hold, and I may revisit that soon. But overall, it's the ingraining myself and being more focused and more direct with a lesser number of students, lesser number of families, and gain more depth with relationships. 3 pieces of advice I would give a person wanting to follow my career path. First things first, I was an alternative route to teaching because I was driven by athletics. So if you are engaged in the youth, or if you are engaged in people and relationships more so than curriculum, I would suggest getting, even if you have graduated college, getting the teaching license as soon as possible. Even if you could in college or you're in a career path, work towards passing those qualifications, recommendations are, and getting recommendations from uh, people that are in education. So that'll be number one, so that you're prepared for interviews and you're going in with your test requirements fulfilled, and you're going in serious. When a principal look at you, or if any assistant principal, or if a coach, if you are somebody that's just like I was, engaged in student athletes, but not necessarily taking education courses in college, just go ahead and make sure you study, get those testing results passed, whatever passed is for whatever subject matter. Number two is, I've been saying it again, relationships. Build relationships, quality relationships in the classroom, relationships with other teachers that you may know, other educators that you may know. Build relationships with principals. I got my first position at Independence Middle School because of a relationship. College coach that I've been working with for 5 years at that point was able to advocate for me. I came on, volunteered as much time as I could while I was holding down some other jobs and other things I was doing to keep myself fed and keep myself clothed. But when I was prepared, after I've gotten enough tests and test results, I hadn't even passed the test by then. So that goes back to number one. So pass your test, build those relationships. Number three, always set goals that are attainable for yourself. Um, go in. If you don't know anything about teaching, number one, I need to build relationships or pass my test so that I can be qualified. Number two, building relationships. So now it goes from building relationships with principals, coaches, other staff members, to building relationships with parents, community, um, and even faith-based personnel, clergy personnel. Because as a person that is working in education, you are there to serve. So you're serving the community as a whole, but you're starting with serving those students, their parents, and then you're going to end up, if especially with coaching, or if you're going to just be a club leader, anything you're going to be doing, you're investing in the community. So build those relationships, keep those relationships nice and pristine. If you can't make obligations, communicate. So I guess that's a bonus. So, so I'm gonna take this twofold because I've already introduced what I do after 3 o'clock. So a day in the life and my career path. I wake up around 5:30 in the morning. Prepare myself. Uh, do a little prayer to get into making sure that I have my lunch and things prepared for us, making sure I'm fueled. Uh, get out of the house by 6:25 to 6:30, and I drive. I'm gonna have a short commute, 20 minutes. So I get there at 6:45 to 6:50, um, and I set up my room. Make sure that the classroom desk and things are organized, clean area, clean off the desk. Make sure we have some nice soft music playing for the students when they get in, or we'll let them maybe choose a cartoon or something that's already approved through the school district. So always make sure it's approved through the school district first. You don't want to get caught up in craziness. Um, then we'll go into the lesson, maybe just a little meet and greet first, something nice, ease our way into the day. They go out for specials. We come in, we'll do some activities, we'll do some reading. We always keep reading and math, and my students even write. They're starting to learn some different writing skills. Some are more advanced than others, but we'll work throughout the day. We also have breaks throughout the day. We also make sure that students have a healthy balance of working and release points where they may go outside, they may stay inside, make sure they're fueled too. So we hand out snacks constantly, and it keeps them going, keeps them motivated. Uh, After that, we get throughout the day. Like I say, throughout the day, this is like not a every single minute, and all our days are always different. So that's the great thing about teaching autism is it's always going to be a surprise that day, even if we do stay close to schedule. But typical lessons are about 30 minutes long, and then we'll do a 10-minute break. It may be get up, dance like a penguin. It may be go to the back, toss around a softball in the classroom. It may be allowing them to just be children and get on the rug and roll around, whatever they're feeling like doing. And I'm just a big kid. I'm a big kid, so I'm right there with them. It's never Miss Cook gonna be doing this and y'all go over there. I'm with them constantly. We're playing basketball. We're tossing a football. We are outside running around together. Like I said, I do refereeing, so I run around with them. So it's always engaging, always keeping them motivated, always just looking to enhance their level of academic achievement, but also constantly remember that building relationships. And most of the students that I have this year, I've been been with them for this is our third year. So they're fifth graders going into the middle school setting next year. And after school, same thing. I look at my schedule and see what gym I'll be in or what football field I'll be in, and make sure I report. If I can't get there, which hasn't happened many times, make sure I call. I call the partners. I call the assigner to make sure that I'm where I'm supposed to be. And I usually return home around middle of the week game. I'll probably get home around 9 on a Friday night. I might not get home till 11:30 or midnight, 1 o'clock. I think I have only been to maybe 1 o'clock, maybe once. We had like an overtime game or something like that, but that's a day. When people hear my name mentioned, I would like them to think of motivator, just a motivator and genuinely motivated himself and want to relay that to others. To seek whatever it is that you want out of life, you have to be motivated, and different things motivate us. It could be faith, it could be family, it could be just sheer desire. But find what motivates you to get up, be engaged, and continue to be engaged. There are going to be some rough patches. There's going to be some situations where you may feel slighted. Again, take a break from it, take a breather from it, but remain engaged and remain motivated. That's where burnout comes out when you're not able to become motivated anymore. It can get rough on you. That's where you see a lot of the darkness enter people's lives when you're no longer motivated. So you have to look outside of yourself. Motivation from within can only lead you to your passion, but then you have to seek out what drives you past just you. Because if it's just you can make an excuse. You make a million excuses of why not to do it. If I had an affirmation to give myself, I'm strong, I am encouraged, I am an overcomer. And I've been saying that for many years. I've probably heard that listening to some songs back at Temple Chapel Baptist Church, and all the way up to now. I'm an overcomer. So whatever is in my path to overcome, that's what it is. Even if I have to take a break from it, because I didn't always pass every single test. I didn't always come out acing every single class. My career choice, I was looking at doing photography and videography, and it led me to teaching and education. So that shows you right there. I didn't have all the answers when I was younger. I was like a lot of people, just trying to figure out, piece this thing together. But the number one thing, I'm a strong, I'm an overcomer, and I'm gonna see it to the end. So, final thoughts are, when you come down to career paths and being engaged and building relationships, uh, be truthful. Be truthful with yourself, because that's number one. You can't be motivated for something that you really are not quite abreast, or you don't have any kind of navigating skills of. So make sure wherever you're trying to land, or your goals are, that this is going to be something that is outside. It can be handled by you, but it's not yours. Meaning, I want to be able to be a part of something great by building relationships and making sure I'm communicating correctly and proficiently, so that I can be in the best headspace I can be in while serving others. That's my goal. So everybody's goal is not working with people, and I understand that. So if you're an IT person, or if you are more of a person that's, I need to be by myself, but I can push out a high level product, but I need to be in isolation to do it. I need to be focused. Then hey, go for it. If you're into music and production in that arm, again, relationships are going to be key. So anything you do is going to come back to relationships. Even if you are working in isolation, your part of your project is going to be to build something better that goes along with the team's presentation. So we, even if you work in isolation, you still have to learn to build those relationships, maintain those relationships, and keep that line of communication open with whomever it is you have to be partnered with, or the group teamwork, because we are, as humans, you get this for free. As humans, we are designed to be interconnected, meaning we are designed to interlock, and you have to hold on to your whatever is leading you towards that career path, but you also have to understand, how do I work with the team? What is my role, and how do I fulfill my role at a high level? So that's my final thoughts.